bet you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it?
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A-Chain will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
In motion left is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
H.A. now up the middle.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but he's going to lead to 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at #5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the gun, it's Tua.
pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the one.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, get it?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left on the handoff, Carter. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw to the flat for Carter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connect.
Touchdown! Ryan Moore, a 5-yard
touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone count?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Well, this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Outright caught by Chosen. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Chosen, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers now on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's A-Chain. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the open.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
Hey, time out 2. Time out 2. Time out 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Hardman on the return.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And running with power here.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Carter.
44 yards.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
H-8 on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
21G, 21G. Let's go. Ready.
On 2nd down, Tua.
He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300-yard.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
26. 15. 59.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And quickly they get to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left.
That is caught.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Rodgers.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the... I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Right back to A-Chain on second down.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
76 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jets are right back in this football game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
Touchdown Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
26 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's 1st down. Throwing Tua. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Pass complete to Higgins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Tua. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he'll work down inside the 45.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Tua. And swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Tua. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now 1st and goal. And they'll run here with A-Chain.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
One more time with A-Chain.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. The 2 is going to change things up. Tough assignment here. 3rd and goal from the 12.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
They're on 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Wide left.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.